but Mr. Mo Feed in front. The Transfactor trying to wear it down, but it can't. Mr. Mo Feed in front, and he won a length and a half.
It's Junefield in front though, and Junefield an easy winner in the first by almost 3 lengths.
Yeah, great result there for Rotsani and the black and blue colours. Hopefully we'll see them in the winner's circle plenty more. I think both those horses are pretty progressive, aren't they? Mr. Mafeed, plenty of ability, that horse. He's just got to get his head around to relax in his race and finish off. So we'll probably have to keep him to those really sprint distances for a little bit. Junefield, not too many win their maiden in town and win like that. That was a pretty dominant win. You know, even his sectionals were interesting. His last 600 were actually faster than the 1,000-metre race on the day. So he looks like he's got a big upside, that horse. Not sure where he'll go. I still reckon he's a miler. He's not a 1,300-metre horse. He might be a Mornington Guineas or a Bendigo Guineas horse. I don't know. All the better graded sort of 3-year-olds are probably through the system, going to the Guineas and then the All-Star Mile, and probably head up to Sydney. So there's probably going to be a bit of a lag in Melbourne for that sort of 3-year-old milers. So he might be Johnny on the spot, eh? Okay, runners this week, Wangaratta Cup week this week. They have a 2-day carnival up there, which is great. I'll take Benatari. Now, he's been a bit disappointing, this horse. We've changed his training regime. We've put him out into a paddock and training him out of a paddock. And his work on Tuesday was as sharp as I've seen him work in a while. He's a funny sort of horse. I think he might have got a bit box sour, and you sort of walk into his box, he half had his ears back and that sort of stuff, where since we've had him out in a paddock, he's completely turned that around, and he galloped up like a rocket through the week. Expect him to go really well and will be a long price. Make sure you have a couple of bucks each way. He'll be a live chance. Wangaratta Sunday, that was Saturday, and then Sunday, Meninga goes up to the Eldorado up there. It's a set weights and penalties race. I don't know how well she gets in on the weights, but I think it's a nice race for her. We've tried her over 12 and 1300, and she seems to hit the line really hard, and she won at Sandown a few weeks ago doing that. Went up to the 1400, and she just doesn't seem to run the trip out. So we're going to bring her back to the 1300, run her in an open company race. This is one of these $100,000 Vobis Gold races, so she ticks all those boxes, and have a roll of the dice. We'll punch it out of the gates, put it in the first couple, and I know fitness is right up to the scratch, and hopefully she can sort of continue on and have a go at a really good prize money race. But both those horses going up to Wangaratta, Benatari and Meninga, are going really well. Okay, now Tuesday at Ballarat, I might take a horse called Diamond Luke up there. He trialled up good the other day. He's a big, raw, young horse, and I just, I'd love to run him in a 1400 first up, but there's just nothing around for him. In about 3 weeks' time, there's a nice 1500-metre race at Yarra Glen. It's a Vobis Gold race, which I think will really suit him down the ground. So I might take him to Ballarat on Tuesday and run him in a race rather than trial him again. Big, long, sweeping turn there at Ballarat, 1200, we can bowl out, sort of sit midfield and have him hitting the line nice and strong. I think I'll probably get more out of that than giving him a barrier trial where they jump out and walk. So Big Luke might go there. Expect him to sort of jump out, sit midfield and be hitting the line well. I don't know if he's fast enough to win over 1200, but then second up over 1500, expect him to go pretty well. Okay, Flemington Wednesday. I've got young Hostess in there in a 2,000 metre 78 graded race. Probably not a bad race for her. I'll nominate her there, but I probably might keep her for the following weekend to run her in the Stony Creek Cup instead. But I'll nominate her for Flemington. If it looks a winnable race for her, I'll take her there. But other than that, we'll go to the Stony Creek Cup the following week.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. Hopefully you followed the horse from 2 weeks ago, Junefield. He won really impressively yesterday at Sandown, and he looks like a really nice progressive horse for the stable. With Melbourne Premier right on our doorstep, we thought we'd show you a couple of horses we acquired from Melbourne Premier last year and see how they're tracking along. The first of them is a horse called Miletus. He's by Olympic Glory out of Miranda Lass. He's owned by Mike Palmer, so obviously a long time client of the stable. He's actually half brother to Macrobius, so he's flashier than Macrobius, but if he can sort of have the career that Macrobius have, he'll go a long way. He's been broken in, he's going sort of through his paces at the moment. Hopefully we can get into a jump out stage this time in, but yeah, he's a nice, beautiful type of horse, and he's nice natured. He's doing everything right at the moment. On my left is a filly called Little Miss Gutsa. the owners sort of raced a mare called Golden Portrait a long time ago, and they thought they'd get back involved with the stable, and I'm glad they did, because I reckon they bought a really nice filly. They worked really hard at the Melbourne Premier Sales last year, trying to find the right sort of filly for them, and I think they certainly have. In the short amount of time she's been at the farm, she's pretty forward. She's a real racer. She knows what racing's all about, I think, and I think she'll be a really exciting horse for the stable. She's by So You Think, so she'll certainly get a chance. But yeah, as for these two horses, they're two of the horses we acquired from Melbourne Premier last year, and yeah, if we can come home with one or two horses as nice as these two this year, I think we'll have a really good sale.
My name is Catherine Moon, and I'm the CEO of the Belen Jockey Club and Geelong St Patrick's Racing Club, and an avid follower of Emsley Lodge. Geelong St Pat's races on the 14th of March, and we still have dining packages available and some marquees, so give us a call if you're interested. My tips for this coming Saturday in the Australian Guineas are Alligator Blood, who I think will beat Catalyst, and in the Blamey Stakes, the Irish horse 50 Stars, who I think will win the race again. See you at St Pat's.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. Melbourne Premier Yearling Sales this week. We'll be down there. Me and James will head down there today and try and see if we can find our next champion for Emsley Lodge. Yeah, if anybody is interested in coming to the sales, by all means just send us a message and meet us down there on the days. I think it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday are the sales. There's a couple of really nice horses that we're going to have a look at. Whether we've got our pockets are deep enough, I'm not sure. I see Phil the Flute's brother or half brother is in the sale. That's an interesting one. We'll go down and have a look at him. I haven't seen the horse today, but we'll go down and have a bit of a look at him. A few other nice sort of horses, but yeah, if you're interested or you might be keen on buying a share in a little yearling, just send us a message and we'll let you know what we've purchased. But always keen. I think James has just showed you a couple of horses we purchased last year who have come on really, really well this year. So they're probably not all that far off barrier trialling. So exciting time, plenty of young horses in the joint. Till next week, see you later.
My name is Catherine Moon, and I'm the Geelong. Forget that.
Here he comes. Yeah, it's all right. You're all right.